on the third-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Takes the toss, heads to his right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right, things seemed to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. The last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so surprising to see LSU get blown out. But they feel much better about this matchup.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Returner decides to fair catch this. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. But they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
LSU 14, Alabama 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Simmons. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the football. And now another deep ball here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. 2nd down after the incompletion. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. LSU 14, Alabama 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker.
Well, I thought the defense would be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Down, going for a first down or a touchdown here. Quick throw to the right, caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical ceilings for big plays.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
You make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
And the LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. He hands it to the back. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. With the return, it's Hamilton. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gonna run it. It's Hill. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
On the set.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made down inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
On third down, he drops to throw. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving him more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner will be brought down. Down here, time for one more play before the clock stops with a 2-minute warning. Down he goes, a sack. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Past the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Hey, everybody's going to celebrate this interception by this defensive back, and he made a great play jumping on it. But let's not forget why he was able to make that play. Quarterback got hit as he was releasing the ball. That's what put the ball up into the air and allowed them to come up with that interception for a touchdown.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And he drops back in the gun. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
LSU 28, Alabama 14.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Motion now from the tight end. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Tries to get it to the running back. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, LSU. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half?
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a fourth interception by this defense here today. Does bring up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here.
He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the first down and much, much more.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And he just steps out of bounds. A takeaway to wrap up this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin.